as part of the sunflower challenge. This is one of my giant singles, as you can see, with the multi-heads like they're supposed to. But yeah, that is terrible. It is no taller than me, so I'd say it's about 5 foot. Oh, it's getting... Usually I have such great sunflowers, but this year you enter a competition, they're all rubbish. Never mind, there's always next year. I think this is the smallest sunflower I have ever seen in my life. Look how tiny it is. It's so small. So let's see if I can show you how big this sunflower is. So that's a pound. So small. Then we've got the fallen over, what are these? Moulin Rouge. So those are a gorgeous colour. So this is just in front of the greenhouse, and this is where the beans were. As you can see, I've piled up all the beans over there too. So it's Saturday morning and we're at the allotment. Well, not we, I am at the allotment, and it is time for a cup of tea. Then we'll be going outside to the allotment. So it's the 28th of September, so only a few more days till October, and we still have the blight resistant tomatoes outside. These are the Crimson Crush, and they're still going, and as you can see, still turning red. So whereas all the others have died, these ones are still going strong, even though there's been multiple blight warnings lately. I'm just going to show you the garlic I planted last week. So where the beans were, I've taken down the teepees, and I quickly, because I didn't have much time last week, planted some garlic. So these are Red Duke, and they're supposed to be really strong garlic. I like the flavour of garlic, so and as you can see, in 1 week some of the garlics are coming up, and loads of weeds. And I accidentally bought too much garlic, so I'll show you the other ones that I had ordered when I get home, and I'll have to clear out a patch for those. But this is my Atlantic giant pumpkin. It's probably about the size of a football, maybe a little bit bigger. And we've got the summer squash and the ukikuri or something, but those are doing well. And I've got one butternut squash, and a tray of lettuce I did in the summer seems to have grown a lettuce. I'll get that in somewhere. Now at the front here I've planted purple sprouting broccoli and 1, 2, 3 cabbages. So they seem to be doing well. They've been sprayed with the BT, and hopefully now there should be no more cabbage white butterflies. I've still got some blueberries which I have to pick, on the blueberry bushes. And out the front of the polytunnel we have, which I'm going to have to cover up, we have sacks of potatoes. Now, we have had blight warnings, so they're going to have to come up. Let's have a quick look in the polytunnel. Oh, don't tread on wet boards. They could kill you. Right, let's have a look. So there's some more potatoes in there. Now these are ones that I found in the house that I had chitted, ready to go out in the spring. And they were almost like dried up little prunes, but I thought I'd try them anyway. And there we go. If you have any spare from spring left over, they'll work. See what else is in here. Some more. And we've got some sunflowers drying off. We have blight in the polytunnel. I know it's blight. And we have dead tomatoes, but we also have lots of mess and sweet potatoes are going over now. I did say as soon as the leaves start to turn yellow you can start digging them up, so might be time to have a look what we've got from them. So I'm hoping to be able to pick all these tomatoes today. That plant doesn't seem to have blight by the looks of it, so I might leave that one. Oh, I'm on two minds. This one's got to come out. That one with the funny shaped dark tomato, that's got to come out. The ones at the back. This one sun gold, is looking fine. We'll see. So this is the outdoor beefsteak, and it's not looking too great. That's the crimson blush, still alive. It's definitely got a bit of blight. I might pick the tomatoes off green and see if I can ripen them in the house. And over here we have blighted tomatoes. So you can see it's definitely here. It's killed off quite a few. The blight resistant ones still red. Let's have a look in here. It's a bit muddy. Inside the net tunnel, oh God, we have the kale and the whitefly. There is a lot of whitefly. Don't know how I'm going to get rid of these. Literally covered the thing. They're flying about everywhere. Lots of things seem to be dying. Sprouts have fallen over. The whitefly has just decimated them, which is gutting because I really wanted this tunnel to work, but unless I can keep the whitefly out, it's not working. What else have we got? I don't know what to do. That sprout plant is still alive, but it's not producing any. There's some, God, it's full of spiders. Shall I just leave the door open and see if we can get stuff in to eat them? I think I'll try that, because we have got some sprouts come in. Not many. It's a shame. I think these must be some of the best flowers I've ever invested in. These are the Antirrhinum apple blossom, and I planted the seeds early March, I think, and these have literally flowered the whole time. And we've got some Dahlias, Becky. Planted these from seed as well. I bought this osteospermum from Thompson and Morgan early this year, and they have flowered really well. I'm hoping to keep a couple of them and keep them over winter, put them back out. These are the Nemesia we bought from a garden centre, and these ones are called Easter Bonnet. And my favourite one is the vanilla scented one. That is gorgeous. Then we have the flowering garlic chives, and these are edible, and they're very good for wildlife this time of year, so bees like it. And it looks like some sort of lily or banana plant. Might be a lily actually. There. Some more garlic chives. Really good to plant near fruit trees. Then we've got a gooseberry bush, which is being covered over by this salvia. There's literally loads of seeds on this. God help me, there's going to be billions of them. Then we've got the comfrey, which I wanted to cut back, but it's flowering and the bees are still around and they're loving it, so I'm gonna leave that for now. The roses have come to an end. The apple L-Star gave me about 5 apples this year in its second year, and it's grown quite a bit. That cherry tree, since I cut it back, has grown loads. That was supposed to be a dwarf. Not sure it is. Then we've got the garlic bed with the pumpkins. I'm sure you're in the greenhouse yet. So the sun's come out. It's getting pretty warm. So we've got the last of the cucumbers. The what are they called? Ground cherries. Cape gooseberries are going mad. And we've still got plenty of tomatoes. There doesn't seem to be any blight in the greenhouse at the moment. At the bottom there, the what are they called? Asparagus from seed is doing well. You can see that cucumber there. There's chilies at the bottom and they're changing colour. And we've got some of those Bolivian rainbow peppers over there. Not much else in here. So I planted some parsnips in between the strawberries, thinking that was a great idea. Well, now I want to dig up the strawberries and put them somewhere else, but I can't, and I really need to weed in here at the moment, but I just haven't had time. I have taken all the strawberry runners off, and I will have to empty this tray of water because yeah, it's just too full. Emptying out the polytunnel, I can put these strawberries in there then over the winter. And at the back here, the water butt's fallen over. Cabbages needed spraying again. So yeah, the cabbage whites have had them. Let's see if we can see any bugs on there. Nope. It could be slugs, I suppose. It looks like caterpillars. Although I can't see any. But my broccoli seems to have a head on it already. Then these are my winter carrots. I can't remember what they're called, I'll have to look it up. Arctic something or other, I think. But they don't have to be pulled till much later. Then over here we have the compost bin, or compost pile I should say, because it was a pile. Where I moved the pile, we grew a pumpkin and some chard. So we've got chard and pumpkin went behind there, over the top to where the sun was, and it's grown me a little pumpkin, if you can see that. Then everyone was commenting on how well my fig tree was doing in its little pot, whereas everyone else's seemed to be dying. Well, it is because it wasn't exactly in a pot. It was, but the hole in the pot was quite big, and it had grown through the bottom, so I had to take it out of the pot. And I planted it where it was happy. We haven't lost the fig yet, and it seems to be growing some more leaves there. So we'll see how it does over the winter now. Hopefully it'll be happy there. Then my goji berries, if I can show you those here. They're flowering. I don't know whether these are the flowers or whether the flowers have been and these are the berries. We shall have to wait and see. But I know these were flowering the other week. Can you see them? And it's got barely any leaves on it. But for some reason, berries. So you can see where they were flowering there. Now, is that going to be a flower or is it going to be a berry? Don't know. But it's the first time this goji berry has done anything at all, so that's good. Then we have the self-seeded, don't know where it came from, borage. That seems to be doing really well. And it's actually next to the strawberries, which didn't do well this year. Now these are all going to be dug up, and I'll show you where the bed is going to go for those. And my mint, which is probably pop bound now, is flowering. And there you can see tiny little mint flowers. And the whole plot is looking awful. But we will sort it. This is going to be complete. This is just my space at the moment. We've got a blighted tomato. I don't know where these came from, but I've been pulling them out, but they're going to self-seed all over the place. I'll try and pick up the seeds. But we've got this loganberry, which has grown wild. It's completely covered the currant bush. So what we're going to be doing is digging up all the loganberries and putting them somewhere else, because it is just too difficult by there to maintain them. But we will figure something out. Then we have the ochre. So this is the red ochre, and these are the cream ones. now. These are still flowering. So the ocker's still going strong. Hoping we'll have a nice lot of ocker there. My sunflowers which fell down, that's one of the ones I planted, I think. These are one of the ones that were given to me. And then we've got all the trees which need to be moved. So let me show you a bit more. So I finally found out what this grapevine is. And this is a black Homburg grapevine. I bought it when I first came on the plot, on the allotment. It was one of the first things I bought. It was a tiny little thing, and I don't know how to look after grapes, so I just left this one thinking it would die. And this has been trimmed back hard, and it's just grown again. It is doing fantastic. It's grown all across there in between the raspberries. It's doing really well. Now this is a seeded grape. I don't think there's any left on it. There was some, but they've gone. But yeah, they're nice grapes. Now quickly, before I go, I've got to sort this bit out. It's been dug over, but it needs to be done again, raked. And I was going to put plastic over it and put the strawberries in here. That is the plan still. But I bought too many garlics, as I said earlier, so I think I'm going to put the garlics in here for now. And then do the strawberry thing after. So yeah, I went a bit crazy on the garlic. So yeah, garlic will go in here, and then all the fruit trees, when they can be moved, will go here. So they're going to be dotted around this plot. So all the apples, pears and plums, because they're just too close together, it's ridiculous. I'm thinking of moving the elderflower, so right at the back in front of those water tanks. Obviously giving room to get to the water, but that is my plan. And then if we do take on this plot, might put a few more fruit stuff in there. I don't think I'm going to get chickens anymore. It's just, I really don't eat the eggs very often. And I'm not really liking them anymore, so yeah. This could be nice for some more fruit. Definitely growing the potatoes and stuff. Always need more room. So I'm still thinking new polytunnel, as this is quite bad now. But I don't know, maybe just the skin, maybe the whole polytunnel. I don't know. I haven't put anything in there yet. Although I do like to winter things in there, like the strawberries and stuff. We'll see. Alright, so this is today's harvest. We've got the green tomatoes, and these are mostly the outdoor ones, which I've taken off on the vines where I can. And yeah, these are the either outdoors or back of the polytunnel, and these are the polytunnel cherry ones, and I've taken all the plants out now. These are everything from the greenhouse, so I had some onions that were drying, cucumbers, these are the last of them because I took the plants out, and there's the cherry tomatoes from the greenhouse, which there's still some left in there, but I've shut the greenhouse up now, so hopefully blight won't get in. And the potatoes from the front of the polytunnel, because of the blight warnings and they're showing above the soil, I will take them in. I've taken them in the polytunnel and all the tomatoes are out, so hopefully they won't get blight. So from a rainy South Wales, just gotta remember to shut that door. We're in readiness for this weather warning overnight tonight and through tomorrow, so everything's been shut up. The polytunnel's been shut, the greenhouse has been shut, and I will shut the net tunnel. And I'm off now because there's not much more I can do. Right, so it's the day after the storms and it's a sunny day in the greenhouse. So it's Sunday the 29th, I think. And today I'm going to be planting some broad beans. So if you've seen any of my earlier videos, you'll know that I really liked these bunyards exhibition, and you can sow these in spring or autumn and you can harvest them June to July. So I'm hoping that these will be done by June if I plant them now, and then the space will be free to plant something else, probably some more beans. So these are the broad bean seeds. I like to buy fresh seeds, although I am going to try and save some of my own next year from these ones. But I ate all the ones this year because I just can't stop myself. So I can never remember which way to plant these, so I'm just going to plant them on their sides. So let's push them in. And then we'll just top up. I can't do things left-handed. And then I'll just top those up with soil and give them a bit of water, and that's it. This is fresh compost, and these are the long trays for growing beans and corn and stuff, anything with a long root. I can't remember what they're like, air trainers or something, but you can use toilet rolls and stuff like that. So yeah, that is my broad beans. I'm going to start these off in the greenhouse because I've had a terrible problem with slugs this year eating everything, and I don't think this will be any different. So yeah, I'm going to be starting them off in the greenhouse and then transferring them outside when they're established. So that's it really. This is my broad beans. So that's it. Bunyards exhibition is in. Still got a few seeds left in the packet, as you can see. And once these are established and going out, I'll plant these ones as well. So there's no need to put the lid on. I have got a lid for this root trainer tray, but it's quite warm in the greenhouse still at the moment, so there's no need for a lid. I usually use those in the spring, so those will be fine. And yeah, that's my broad beans done for the day. I've got hundreds of packets of seeds here, which I'm going to take home and sort through. I was trying to see if I could find those carrots. So I've got sweet candle, which failed for me this year. Oh, that's the ones I'm growing at the moment. These are Eskimo F1, and I'm hoping I'll be able to harvest these through the winter. So yeah, that's my Eskimo ones. I'll show you how those are doing now. So these were planted a while back now, I think in July, and I just scattered some seeds over. they seem to be pretty strong, and hopefully by the time they matured the carrot fly should have gone, so fingers crossed these will be fine. Right, so it's a little different in here than you last seen yesterday. I took all the tomatoes out and I have replaced them. You can still see a few dotted on the floor. I will be taking those out, but I was in a rush yesterday. So we've got these strawberry runners that I wanted to put in, and I had to empty out a lot of the water because if you remember they were draining. But these are now safe and sound in here. There's a bit of water I've left in the bottom, and that should keep them going for a while. There's some more strawberries there for the strawberry bed, which was the potato bed, and I've moved the potatoes in here. I will get some soil to top those up, but they've had plenty of water and they're doing all right. So I'm happy with those. Hopefully we'll get something for Christmas, but there are no tomatoes in there, nothing. We've still got the sweet potatoes and I'm dying to see what they're like. Now someone gave me some sunflowers from a huge sunflower, so hopefully I can do better next year. Fingers crossed. And that's it really in the polytunnel. The tomatoes are still in the greenhouse. We'll see how these sweet potatoes do. So when I said I ordered a lot more garlic, I really did. So I've got some more red duke there and solent white, some more solent white garlic. And then the lovely people at Grow Seed, where I bought these, gave me some free seeds. So these are early sprouting broccoli. So nice. I've already got some, but they'll be nice for next year, so I'll plant them. So yeah, I gotta find some space for a lot more garlic. But look at the size on these. They're brilliant. So yeah, if you're still looking for some garlic, and if you're like me, you looked in the shops and they were all the same and you wanted something a bit different, these red duke ones are a really strong garlic. And then there's these solent white, and you'd be forgiven for thinking these are an elephant garlic. They are not. Massive cloves on it. Brilliant.